Now, if we're continuing to talk about things that lay consistent patterns for us that will create for us devastation and continue try to reach for our goals and not ever really obtaining them. And some people say that comes by way of learning a new way to hope, learning, I have my faith, I have faith in God. That helps me a lot. I have a positive environment. I've changed out a lot of negative people that had been in my life that I absolutely love. There's people that I could think of in my head right now that I had to cut ties with. I got together with them and we resolved our issues, but then, forgiving somebody doesn't mean they have to be in your life every day. And a mature adult pursues those type of things. If you want to have a mature understanding of life and relationships, you will continue to tell yourself that learning about good character is not just beneficial for you. It's beneficial for every life that you touch, everybody that you talk to, even when it's a smile in the morning when you go into work. Oh, I work at friggin' Taco Bell and, it sucks and my management, okay. But sometimes, one thing that I was told is, somebody said to me one time when I was complaining about work and stuff, and I guess there was a pattern where, obviously we go to work and, oh, it's a great job, everybody's really super nice. And after you settle in for a little bit, now everybody, there's this one girl and she this and she that, and, this, it becomes a regular habit until the point where you can't stand the job anymore, you quit, and you go and you pursue another one, and you're, and lots of people will do that with churches, and, because the honeymoon stage wears off of everything. And one thing we have to process to us is, do we have the keeping power to get us through the honeymoon? That we're not always seeking things that will get us lit and get us happy and get us momentarily happy, because like I said in an earlier video, happiness is a fleeting emotion. It's about being satisfied and encouraged in your life to know that regardless of what happens, you have other people that are established in your life that will walk you through and hold you by the hand and tell you it's going to be okay. Even when everything seems really bleak, and it's not. And, it's not. You say maybe you have cancer, maybe you have a disease that, just kills you every day. Most of you guys know that I have rheumatoid arthritis, and it makes me constantly exhausted. The only thing I could really liken it to is what I kind of tell people is that if you've ever broken a bone before, it's kind of like having broken bones in your whole body, or lots of people only have it in one area. Rheumatoid means that it just kind of like it roams around and it kind of goes wherever it wants. So in the morning, I might wake up and not be able to move my shoulders, and I take medications and shots and things like that because I've got work to do. I've got people's lives I need to help change, and I've got, kids to take care of and a life to have. There was a time where I was in bed for a solid year and I was completely disabled and I could not do anything, and I watched my life fade away, and I watched the people that I love fade away. And then I made a decision based on the television stuff that I was watching. That's how Torn Labels Project came about, because I had seen all these kids that were killing themselves because of bullying and because of all these different things that had occurred during the school year on Facebook or something like that. And I said to somebody one time, I said, why don't you just take that person off your Facebook? Like, why would you let yourself be subject to that? And basically their answer was, it's just not that easy. So that's an aspect of life that I can't really understand. But again, do I need to understand in order to be an assistant and to help you to see a better way, to see a change that you need? So being bound by lies, and it produces depression in you that causes us to become depleted. And, if you have an illness, it's very, very difficult for you to get up every day and stay positive. But that's why it's important for you to look to one of those things that you need to establish, somebody in your life that gives you hope, somebody in your life that gives you promise and will be there for you as you go. And that's another one of the ways that I tried to do my best to keep myself continually active. And it won't be a little while when I'm sitting around licking my wounds where I think to myself, all right, something's got to give. I don't let it go on for weeks and months and months and months, because I know how to reach out, and I know how other people don't know how to reach out. So if I reach out and I can help people, then that shows them that, sometimes you got to swallow your pride and just go do what you got to do. So another form of aside from the list or aside from all that other stuff,